Are you thinking about moving to Cypress, Texas, but you want to live life in a lake? Today we are visiting the 300 acres master plan community Towne Lakes with 14-mile shoreline, the largest private lakes in H-Town area. If you are new to this channel, my name is Wasdan. I am a realtor here in the state of Texas. In this channel, it is where we take community tour. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of what it takes to live in Houston. So if you are thinking about moving 6 days from now, 6 weeks from now, or 6 months from now, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, because I love receiving email from people just like you who's thinking about relocating to Houston, Texas. So let's go to visit Towne Lakes. So let's talk about amenity Towne Lake has to offer. So in Towne Lake, if you enjoy fishing, you enjoy having beautiful life in the lake, this community will be for you. Not only you have the boating ramp, so if you decided you own a boat, you can rent the boating ramp to put in your boat, so you do not have to worry about your boat. But also you have the options to do kayaking, you have the options to go and do waterboarding. So if you are someone who was living in the snow, you do snowboarding, but in here you can do waterboarding. So if you own a jet ski, so let's put that jet ski in the water and just enjoy the beautiful water. You can have barbecue, and also there is something over here in this neighborhood they call the island. The island is actually a 1.5 acres of lake. It is a private lake, like the community, that people that live in the community can enjoy. What you do, you get on a boat, you go in the island, and then you just sit, enjoy the sand. Like if you were in a beach, you barbecue because they have a barbecue pit. So you decided to have a lake party, you do not want to have it in your house, the island will be the best place for you to do it. And as we drive throughout Towne Lakes, you see it's all water, and right now there is people in the water enjoy doing kayaking, drinking a beer, drinking a margarita. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere when you're in Towne Lake. Be sure to stay until at the end of the video, as we are going to see 3 homes in this community. We are going to see the lowest price, which is in the low 400, and then we'll see a house that is $1 million, so you guys can tell what the community has to offer. And stay until at the end, because we'll be talking about market update. Will the housing market is going to crash, or will we have a slowdown since interest rate is going up? So let's follow along, and as we move along in Towne Lakes. We are here where the first house is located. This house just got in the market. It has an open house schedule, and within an hour when I was looking at the home, it's already rent pending. It's currently listed for $395, and that's the lowest price in Towne Lakes. For you guys that are looking for a starter home in Towne Lakes, there is no new construction at that price point. So if you're looking at new construction in Towne Lakes, the lowest price you see under 500,000 are town home that has been built, and those homes are for 50 older, and those are for, like, I would say, retirement people that want to live in the 50 and older like home. And as far as the features for this home, it is a 3-bedroom 2-bath, very well maintained. I'm gonna show you guys the street. I do not want to go closer to the home because there is car for privacy reason. And the lot size, it's a little bit over 5,700. The square footage is 2149 square foot, very well maintained. It was built in 2015 by Chestnut Home, and overall, you still are in Towne Lake. You can still enjoy the lake life. If you own a boat, you can rent the boating ramp so that you can have your boat at the dock. And as far as the school, it is Cypress Ranch High School, a grade A. And for the Mellow School, it is Anthony Mellow School. You may not like Anthony, but there is private school coming in the area, like Cypher and Cypress, to say Christian High School coming in. It is one of the best Christian school. It is part of the Norland Christian School Academy. And then you have like Harmony, which is kind of like charter school in the area. So there is options for you as a homeowner. Depends on what your lifestyle is. So but if you want to live lake life, Towne Lakes will be the lifestyle for you, and there is no way around it, because Towne Lakes is one of the largest private owned lakes in the H-Town area. As far as for the HOA for this section, it is a little bit under $1,700. It is $1,699. So put a dollar, you say $1,700. For people that live in gated and other sections, you will be paid $2,000 a year. But for extra things that you needed, you will be paid extra for like your boating and things like that. But as far as the fitness center, all the other amenities, as long as you are in Towne Lakes, you pay your HOA, you will be able to enjoy those amenities. So look at the street, guys, very clean, very well maintained. And we are going to drive to the next house that is a little bit under $1 million. It's in the 700s. So you guys will be able to see what you get for each price bracket. So let's drive to the next house. We are here where the next house is located. This is the second house. It is currently listed for $739,999, so basically $740,000. This house features 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. You have 3 oversized car garage. The square footage for this house is a little bit 4,300. The lot size is 11,229. It is a oversized lot. Let me show you guys the home. Beautiful with the nice stone. You do not have a back neighbor, so you have the water view. So if you decided you want to build a pool, it will be very convenient for you to build a pool, and then you get that beautiful infinite pool, so that will give your house more charm. Again, right here in this section, there is a pool. You have a HOA office right there. You have a barbecue pit. You have the docking for the boat. So if you decided, you know what, you want to do boating, you want to do kayaking, right there in this sections you have your own lake to several lake, not just one. You have several lake you can look at and see, guys. And from what I am seeing right here, it looks like they are going to open up the street a little bit for more traffic, because as we're moving along to Towne Lake, it's beginning to take shape on the form of what it's supposed to be. So I am excited to see how this beautiful luxurious master plan community is coming along. So stay tuned, because we are going to see the third house, and also we will be talking about the market update, what's going on in the real estate market. Are we going to crash, or are we going to have a slowdown? And let's follow along as we go to the third house. We are here where the next house is located. I hope you guys can see this house. Is a brand new construction. It was in the market for just a while because the previous person that was on their contract, it fell through, and it is currently listed for $1.5 million. So the actual price for this house, it just went under contract. It went for 1.5. It hasn't closed yet, and it's still in the MLS. But these some features. You have 5 bedroom, 5.5 bath. You have a great room. We have home office. You have private area. So, and this is a gated section. So the HOA for this section is about $2,000 a year. That's what the HOA cover. And this is when I say gated. So this section it hasn't fully finished yet, but there is some home that is currently occupied. I'm trying to stand on the way you guys can see my face because it is very hot. But overall, when you're looking at this home, you're looking at the features this home has to offer and all the things that Towne Lakes has to offer. It is actually worth the price for the area, because you have the boardwalk where you have all the restaurants, you have all the dining. Imagine getting on the boat and in the water, and then you go and have lunch with your friends. And so what else can I say about Towne Lake? It is the life of the lake. So let's go, and we are going to talk about market update. So before we talk about the market update, let's talk about taxes. Keep in mind, guys, you remember I did a video on Bridgeland when I was talking about the taxes in Bridgeland being at a 3.8. The taxes over here is at 3.41. Depends on what section you are. But keep in mind, let's say you buy a house on Cypress Lakes, which is right outside of Towne Lake. So if depends on where your house is located. So when you are driving in Cypress Lakes, somebody might think you live in Towne Lakes, but unless your HOA, your home descriptions, your neighborhood description says Towne Lakes, you are not in Towne Lakes. So just keep that in mind, because you have Cypress Lakes and then you have Mira Mesa, which is right in the surrender of Towne Lakes. So the taxes, like I said, is 3.41, and then the HOA runs from $1,700 a year to $2,000. So if you are in a sections where you are gated, so most likely your HOA will be in the 2,000. Even if you have a waterfront, if you do not build like a ramp for your boat, you will have, and then you have a boat, so you will have to go and rent a ramp for the boating, which is very convenient. And also, let's say you buy a waterfront, you don't have a pool yet, don't worry, there is several pools inside the community you can use. There is state-of-the-art fitness center for you to use. So the luxurious lifestyle for lake life in Towne Lakes, it's really truly a magical life. So if you buy a house in Towne Lakes, most people that I have talked to who live in Towne Lakes, they don't move out. So they buy a house, they sell, and then they buy a bigger house in Towne Lakes. So that's how the people here. And I was talking to someone who was on the boat, and he was telling me all the wonderful thing. He retired, of course, and he was telling me all the wonderful things that he's enjoyed in Towne Lake. So anyway, so let's talk about market updates. So for Towne Lakes, here's the market update. Right now there is 37 homes that is currently active. Those active homes, you'll find half of them are new constructions, the other half are resale homes, and then there is 37 homes that are pending. Most of them are, of course, new constructions. And as far as the price per square feet for the neighborhood, it is run between $113 to $400. Depends on where you are in the community. So don't be alert when I say $400 per square feet. So if you are buying a custom home, of course your price per square feet is going to be higher. And I love the custom home that have been built where they have the Spanish style. Even the roof is Spanish style. I love it. And I know in Florida, for you guys that live in Florida, it's in Miami especially, it's typical normal, but over here it's a great design to have it. And as far as the market, the Houston market is continuing to be hot. And there was one of the first house that I did a video for. It was listed, and then by the time I turn around, they had an open house scheduled for Saturday, and by the time I turn around, that house was already pending before the open house. So basically the housing market is still moving strong. Home that are last 10 days in the market, usually when you go in the luxury sections, the home are a little bit slower, but they are moving in pace. And I know the interest rate is going high, and a lot of people are asking, okay, is there a housing market crash? And so far, from what we've seen, from what we understand, there is no crash. There might be a slowdown because when you're looking at the middle class, they do not have the cash, they do not have the fund to buy the interest rate. So it might be a little, the DTI might be a little bit higher, that put them at a strain. But as of right now, even with the interest rate being so high, we are still moving at pace. And Houston is hot, guys. So if you are thinking about moving to Houston, and then you are somebody that have allergy, I have clients that call me and asking me questions about that. You will need a Claritin, and it is hot as hell. It's like if you do not wear sunscreen, your skin is gonna get grilled. Okay, so again, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe and follow. I love receiving email, text message, joke around. And if you know somebody who's thinking about relocating, regardless where it is, and around the 50 state, hey, give them my information and I will pair them with one of my agents that are in my team. So thank you again for watching. Welcome to Texas. Bienvenue à Texas, and I love you guys, and God bless.